Oh, hi. I'm a smart investor. I dare say that because I understand the cryptocurrency markets and I am up to date on every new development, fintech and blockchain ecosystem. All because I watch the Inside Blockchain show on Crypto TV Plus. Every Monday morning, Crypto TV Plus brings you news headlines of top stories, interview with an expert, and give you detailed market analysis to enable you make the right business moves. Now you too can become a smart investor if you don't miss it. The Inside Blockchain show, only on Crypto TV Plus.
Hello and welcome to the program. You're watching Inside Blockchain live on Crypto TV Plus. I am Bobby Ayadike. Over the next hour, we'll be looking at fan tokens and DeFi hacks and how it affects us in different ways. Fan tokens are a form of cryptocurrency that gives holders access to a variety of fan-related membership perks, like voting on club decisions, rewards, merchandise designs, and unique experiences. Unlike NFTs, fan tokens are completely fungible or interchangeable. This means that just like fiat or cash, the tokens can be exchanged. The chiliz token is the first and most prominent fan token that has prompted an explosion of new tokens, like the Paris Saint-Germain fan token, Juventus fan token, and many more. Moving on, the decentralized finance or DeFi sector is growing at a breakneck pace. 3 years ago, the total value locked in DeFi was a mere $800 million. By February 2021, the figure had grown to $40 billion. In April 2021, it attained a milestone of $80 billion, and now it stands above $140 billion. Such rapid growth in the new market could not but attract the attention of all manner of hackers and fraudsters. Since 2019, the DeFi sector has lost about $284.9 million to hacks and other exploit attacks. Let's go on a quick break. When we return, we will be joined by a special guest. Stay with us. There is a way you can make money from supporting your favorite football club. Fan token. Fan token is the game changer.
Socios.com, a trusted app for crypto and sports fans where you get to purchase fan tokens. Whoa! So crypto meets sports.
Welcome back. You're watching Inside Blockchain. Joining us live from Abuja is Charles Okaformbah, blockchain solutions architect and co-founder of Convexity. You're welcome to the program, Charles.
Yeah, hello, Bobby. Thank you for having me today.
Yeah, you're welcome, Charles. Now let's dive right into it. Seeing the whole episode of the Polynetwork Hack, can you help us make...
All right. Okay. So, what happened to the Polynetwork system is more of like an oversight on the owners of the project itself. Now, in one of their contracts, which is the smart contract, there is this function they call execute cross-chain transaction or execute cross-chain TX. Now, that function can be used to change ownership of the token in the system, in their system, and that function was not properly protected or properly covered, right? And then a hacker found out and decided to add his own address, that's his own wallet address, as the owner of tokens that are in the system, and was able to move out lots of crypto assets from the system. As of the time when they noticed this happening, the hacker has been able to move like $614 million worth of crypto assets. Though currently, they've been able to get back $300 million from the hacker itself, because the hacker happens to be like a white hacker that is not for malicious intent, but more of like to pass on a message that their system is not that safe for users. And he has been able to, like, him or they have been able to refund like 300 million. But there's a problem now, because the hacker is feeling that the Polynetwork team are not being honest. Number one, USDT, that's Theta, have been, they've locked the hackers USDT's account, and there are about $33 million in that account already. So currently, the Polynetwork has offered to give the hacker $500,000, but it's like that is too small for the hacker, and they are still holding on to the remaining balance of the crypto assets they were able to siphon from the system. So we'll keep on watching and see how things unfold.
Now, Charles, with regulators creeping in on DeFi, do you think it's going to be difficult for regulators, considering the decentralized nature of DeFi itself?
Well, it might not be, right? Currently, if we are looking at protocol systems, when I say protocol systems, I mean applications that are truly running on the blockchain network. Take, for example, now Uniswap. Now, Uniswap has a protocol system that is running on the blockchain, right? And then you now have the interface, which is, if you go to uniswap.org, that is an interface running that communicates with the protocol running on the blockchain. And that interface, right, is being managed by, I think, the Uniswap Foundation also. Now, for a regulator, right, a regulator can actually hold the foundation responsible for something that happens on the interface level. But on the protocol level, right, when we say an application is censorship resistant, when any application that is on the protocol level is actually censorship resistant. So if a regulator wants to hold people responsible in the DeFi space, they can actually hold the core team, right, that is managing the interface, or that is bringing themselves or putting themselves out there as the originator of this application, and also managing it on the core level. The regulators can hold such kind of a person or can regulate such. But if it is an application that there is no core team, right, and anybody anywhere can build an interface that will communicate with the protocol application that is running on the blockchain, then it becomes very difficult for regulators to actually do anything when it comes to DeFi project or DeFi product. And currently, the Financial Action Task Force is trying to put up an advisory on how DeFi products and DeFi projects should be handled and regulated. So we keep on looking and see how the space keeps evolving, with regulators trying to make something out of what we currently have.
So, Charles, some few months ago, we were hearing of flash loans attack. Now, for the sake of clarity, a flash loan attack is simply a form of uncollateralized lending. And we just saw the largest crypto exploits in DeFi platform. And this begs the question, what exactly is going on in the industry?
Well, just like you mentioned at the beginning of the show, that currently the DeFi space has $140 billion as the total locked value, right? And you would expect hackers to actually be interested in such a space, or in such a place where you have huge amounts of money. And that is what we are saying. Hackers are trying to game the system. Hackers are looking for ways that they can exploit the system to either for the fun of it, right? Either for the fun of it, or being malicious, wanting to take away funds from it. And then for this, the hacks we are currently seeing, most of these projects are actually, they undergo what we call smart contract auditing, right? And still, some of them still got hacked. Now, some of these hacks are not as a result of maybe the contract itself, but it can be just the design, right? Something that was not envisaged. Say, for example, now a project that is relying on Oracle or maybe relying on exchange for price to determine the price of the token that is on their own platform. Now, somebody can easily, or a whale or a hacker per se, which was what was happening during the flash loans, some of the flash loans hack that we witnessed, can crash the price of the token, and by pumping in money into such a token on the exchange there, and then coming to the flash loan system to game that crash, right, that has just happened and all that. So some of these attacks are just the designs of DeFi products that we have seen. And good enough, as this hacks keeps on happening, the space keeps on regulating itself, keeps on improving on such hacks. So we hope to see improvements on future protocols or future system designs that will help to mitigate against all these hacks.
Now, Charles, I believe the question on everybody's lips right now is, what concerns should players, key players to be specific, what concerns should these players have regarding the growing sophistication of these attacks? And also the fact that auditors are not showing signs of credibility anymore.
Okay, well, I don't think auditors are not showing signs of credibility. Sometimes when these teams or project owners ask auditors to audit their smart contract, they give specific actions or specific audits that they want to be carried out. So it might not be a holistic auditing, right, that they want. So auditors are still there. Auditors are still important, right? And it's kind of like hard because you have teams coming up with different projects, different concepts that wasn't in existence before. Previously, we don't have what we call flash loan. It came into existence. We don't have some of the present DeFi projects we are currently having. And with each new innovation, there is an opening for potential hack to happen. And also there is an opening for learning, right? And if you look at it, the space, we have limited expertise, right? We have limited people that are quite knowledgeable in reading audits and all that. So, and it's also very expensive, even for new teams that are creating a project. So for key players in this space, I think we will not stop innovating, right? Innovation will continue. The best would be to try to see how to employ all their arsenal when it comes to auditing of such contracts. It could be an open bounty system. It could be paying those that are already in the space for a very long time and doing smart contract auditing and all that. So a combination of the two can still help out, right, to mitigate against most of these hacks that we are seeing in the space. So I would advise players to not to stop innovating, but seek other ways like doing open bounty and then still making payment for a close or professionals to audit their project system before coming out into the public.
So sorry to cut you short there. So what you're saying in essence is there is a possibility for us to see more of these sophisticated hacks?
Yeah, that's true. Yes, we'll still see more, right? With what happened to Polynetwork, which is like the biggest hacks we've seen currently in the space. I think we'll still see more of such network. And if you check, if you do some research, you'll find out that some of these hacks that are now happening, it's like we've crossed the era of flash loan, and now we're now moving into hacks that are happening for multi-chain systems, right? Multi-chain systems or blockchain systems that are doing inter-blockchain communications and all that. And that's because the space already needs such kind of a solution. right? Where you don't need to sell your Bitcoin in order for you to go and buy Ethereum. You have a system that easily does the swapping for you. So we are seeing such atomic chains now, or such atomic swap chains being attacked. So we will continue to see more as the space keeps on innovating.
All right, Charles, thank you for the update. Do stay with us. Let's go on a short break.
There have been many blockchain platforms, and one of them which has recently come to the limelight is Solana. Solana is a fast, secure, and censorship-resistant blockchain. It provides
Welcome back. You're watching Inside Blockchain. I have here with me Charles Okaformbah, co-founder of Convexity. So Charles, looking back home, in terms of crypto adoption, we see a lot of challenges. But what do you think about the Nigerian sports team adopting cryptos, specifically fan tokens?
Okay, well, I don't think down here the fans of football teams will be that enthusiastic about getting their fan token, because originally we struggle with our football down here compared to other regions of the world. And it's quite dicey, right? Because we're already seeing blockchain crypto being bought and sold by lots of our youths. I think the question we also need to now ask ourselves is this: how many of our generation, how many youths or how many people in our generation are quite enthusiastic about our local clubs and all that? Because the demography of people that are patronizing the blockchain space are quite young. They are more of like the new generation. So how many of them are quite enthusiastic about such our local team? So from there we can now start looking at the success of such team having their fan token and selling it to the public space. It might just be for speculative trading and shitcoin kind of stuff that we experience, but I do not see it as being a force to reckon with when it comes to adoption of crypto down here. But over there, or teams, international teams, I want to say yes, we'll see very big adoption.
Charles, I think this next question is very important. It might sound like I digressed, but I think the viewers out there need to know. Are you a football fan? And if yes, what club do you support?
Okay. I don't even know how a football looks like. So
Okay.
I can't say if I'm a football fan. I'm not actually a football fan, but I know Messi is good, Ronaldo is cheap, something like that.
All right, Charles. So when Messi moved to Paris Saint-Germain, it was revealed that he will be getting his salary partly in crypto. Now, do you think this is going to be a trend?
Yes, actually, it has already been a trend, right? It's already a trend. Messi is not the first professional athlete to be paid in crypto. We already have an NBA, right? There are 4 players already in the NBA that are receiving their reward in Bitcoin. In the NFL also, we are seeing that happening too. Players demanding to be paid in crypto or Bitcoin. So, and now Messi, right? And this is actually pushing adoption for the crypto space, because it makes people to want to go into this, to get these fan tokens, to start trading it. And then if such a token can be used to make decision on who to sign up to a team and all that, that will actually be a very big, huge adoption for most of these teams, because a lot of people are quite passionate about their teams and they can go all out to spend to get such token to sway votes and all that. So yes, we'll keep on seeing such adoption in players or athletes being paid in crypto and all that, provided that that crypto has utility and also has the it's possible to gain traction in the nearest future. Bitcoin has already shown that, and a lot of people are already jumping into that wagon.
Oh, yes, Charles. Now, let's look at it from this angle. The growing number of sports teams issuing their cryptocurrencies are increasing. The adoption is growing. The market seems quite hot, yet small at the moment. What do you think will happen in the next few years?
Well, in the next few years, I'm looking at more teams going this route, right? Because that will also help the team in raising funds, right? And also help the team in selling maybe their memorabilia, right? And also it can also be used for some access, for granting access to some of the fans only product or only page and all that. So yes, I think in the nearest future we'll see lots of fans holding this token, trading it right in the market or in the secondary market, and then using it as a way of boasting or bragging right, if I'll put it that way. More of like saying, okay, how many tokens do you have? You that don't have token, you want to now tell me what my team is going to do and all this stuff. So I think we'll see adoption in the nearest future, and the adoption is going to be very big because people are quite passionate about football, and that passion is what moves them around to do these things for their club. So yes, adoption is going to increase as time goes on.
Yes, Charles. To wrap it up, the Security Exchange Commission, the CBN, Nigerian sports bodies, and some other government bodies will definitely have an impact or input in the adoption of fan tokens. What do you think they should do if they're listening to you right now?
Well, for us down here, it has always been the government has always been a thorn in the flesh for innovators and the fintech space down here in Nigeria. But I think the government or the regulators should see this as what the future generation wants, right? What we want to do with our finance, how we want the economy to run with the new money that we are seeing, that is crypto money or internet money itself. Creating regulation should not stifle or should not kill an industry. Rather, it should help the industry to grow. And we should not see ourselves, or the regulators should not see us as being we are revolting, right? We are coming at them directly, and then we want to turn everything upside down. No, they should see it as a way of even helping the economy, because the crypto space is more of like a value economy. It is based on demand and supply, and then we are pulling in funds from even outside our country, outside the country, due to the activities we engage in. So if our space is welcoming to investors, right? Investors that wants to invest in crypto projects. If the space is welcoming to players that are buying crypto and selling crypto, if the space is also welcoming to innovators that are creating solutions that are not just for crypto trading, but to help in solving some problems down here, I don't see a reason why the government or the regulators should continue to try to bring down the space or try to create confusion in the space. So I would want to advise the government or the regulators to rather embrace the space and even see how to participate in the space, because this is the future and this is where we are heading.
All right. Thank you for joining us on the show, Charles. Ladies and gentlemen, Charles Okaformbah, the co-founder at Convexity. It's been a pleasure having you on the show, Charles.
Thank you for having me too.
And that will be all on today's program. You can get more market updates and all the happenings captured within the world of blockchain and cryptocurrency on our website, cryptotvplus.com. Follow us on our social media, Facebook and Twitter, @CryptoTVPlus, to get daily info on our programs. Thank you for staying with us. I am Bobby Ayadike. I'll see you next time.